Hello, how are you doing? Welcome back to some more F1 Manager 2022 and another part of our career mode with Aston Martin. Today we have got the Italian Grand Prix at the Autodromo Nazionale Monza. Of course, it's going to be absolutely fantastic. We had perhaps the best race of the series so far with the Dutch Grand Prix last time out. Lewis Hamilton fighting from the back, finished third. Carlos Sainz fighting all the way onto the last lap and managed to win the Grand Prix by a tenth of a second ahead of Max Verstappen. It was truly brilliant. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and hopefully you guys did too. We are doing a pretty good job this season. You know, we are dominating the Constructors' Championship. We are probably going to win the Drivers' Championship as well for the third consecutive season. But who's it going to be? Is it going to be Lewis Hamilton? Is it going to be Carlos Sainz? Who knows? It really is going to be close between them. But leave a like if you are enjoying the series, and of course subscribe for plenty more F1 Manager videos. At the end of this season, of course, we will be switching teams. I will be doing a video on how to do that. I mention that every time because I get asked every time, will you show us how to do it? Yes, I will. At the end of the season, there will be a video showing you how to do it, and various other things that you can do with your game as well. But without further ado, let's get ourselves into the action, immersed into it. I do just want to have a look at this Constructors' Championship because it is very, very interesting. You look at Alfa Romeo, Haas and McLaren, they're very, very close, 6th, 7th and 8th. Then you've got Ferrari, Alpine and Mercedes, very, very close for 3rd place. And then Red Bull are kind of on their own, and we are dominating them as well. Williams still haven't scored a point. Then you look into the Drivers' Championship. George Russell is having a stonking season. 97 points he's on, which is the same amount as Charles Leclerc. Sergio Perez is 10th. Pierre Gasly, who, by the way, for half of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, was set to win his first World Championship at the end of last year. He's only 12th in this year's championship, which is just crazy. All but 2 drivers have scored points this season. It really has been an awesome year. Daniel Ricciardo's in the top 10. No McLaren anywhere in sight. You know, Norris and Bottas very, very evenly matched, if you like, in terms of their season. But yeah, it's just all very, very interesting, I think. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how this season develops. Have we got any research to do? Let's have a little look at that. No, our current projects are still ongoing for a little bit. So let's continue on up until the weekend. And the decision is to whether to take a new engine with Carlos Sainz at this circuit. I suppose in a way it would make it fair. Lewis did it last time. So Carlos gets the chance this time. Because, you know, other than the Monza, the next best place is probably America, and that is a decent way down the line, and we are getting very much towards the end of the season then. So, yeah, we don't want to be seen as having any favourites, so we are going to go into Carlos's powertrain. We have already bought that engine. We just need to buy his ERS and his gearbox, but yeah, he hasn't used his 4th one yet, so we'll install that onto the car ready for the session. Lewis, yeah, I think he needs the most powerful engine that he can possibly have, but let's get ourselves into the race this weekend.
Welcome to Life in the Fast Lane. We're here at Monza in Italy, the home of Ferrari. But who will take home the points this weekend? Let's find out as we get started with the Italian Grand Prix. Monza, a centurion among circuits, dripping with motorsport history. Expect to see cars fly by as 80% of the track is tackled at full throttle. It's not all go, however, and brakes can be prone to overheating through the tight chicanes that Monza has to offer. This is it, We're down to the last few races of the season, and it's time for that final push. Who will be crowned champion at the end of it all? We'll find out soon enough. So, without further ado, let's get started.
Right then, finally, a weekend without any wet weather to get involved, so looking forward to it. Let's just have a little look at the expected strategies. We are potentially looking at using some soft tyres, so I'll see you guys ready for Q2. Right then, let's get ourselves into qualifying. We're going to give Carlos Sainz his brand new engine for this session. And we may well use him for Slipstream. Slipstream is a thing now in the game, so I feel like we might as well use that fact. And it's whether we're very, very careful and also do Q1 and test it out. So yeah, let's have a full qualifying day today. For all of you guys out there who enjoy more lengthy F1 Manager episodes.
Yeah, all good.
Let's get going. Right, so we are going to sort of let people sort themselves out a bit, and then we're going to go with Sainz first, and then Lewis is going to follow him out there. I'm going to try for a bit of a Slipstream game. And let's just see how it goes. We'll see if it makes any difference whatsoever. And let's literally watch them on their lap. So we'll watch Hamilton. And we'll watch Carlos Sainz. And in theory, Hamilton should be a little bit quicker than Carlos Sainz on this lap. But might not work out that way. Who knows? Who knows? Very distant talk. Oh, but there's a McLaren in the way now, which is very, very annoying. And there's another car up ahead. Come on, get out of the way. Funnily enough, it was the other McLaren, I think. So maybe McLaren are also trying this method. Should be quite impressive if they were. So Hamilton currently quicker than Carlos Sainz. 28.3 plays a 28.2. Middle sector should be more representative. And while Sainz was slightly quicker there by 4 thousandths of a second, so maybe not. Maybe there's nothing to be gained from the slipstream. So Carlos Sainz comes up to the line first. What's he going to produce? A 120.8. And Hamilton goes through 120.7. So Gasly pretty quick, which is interesting. So let's zoom it through. It should be more than enough to get through, but perhaps a little bit disappointing that we're only at the level of the Mercedes. But I do think Mercedes are back. You know, I do think that Ocon's just gone quickest. I think Verstappen's going to need another lap to get through, or definitely get through at least. But he is only slightly quicker than the Williams car at the moment. So if there was to be
Was that a lock-up on the track?
a red flag or a yellow flag, then he would be out. That's very interesting. They're all going 2 by 2 for the most part. But let's see how much people improve by. I mean, let's hope not by much. So Vettel's going to be the first one coming through. This will sort of gauge how much we need to worry. Vettel goes 8th. Giovinazzi comes through. He goes 12th. What about Schumacher? 15th. He's through for now. Magnussen comes through and stays 7th. Norris now is next over the line. Where can he go? He stays 11th. Russell comes through. He stays 3rd. Leclerc comes through. Is he going to improve? No. Ocon doesn't. What about Verstappen? He goes quickest. Perez coming through now. Can he do any better? No, he can't. What about Bottas? Bottas needs to get himself out of trouble. And he doesn't. 19th for Bottas. Gasly comes through. Still 7th. Stroll coming through now. 16th. What about Albon? 12th. Very good. Latifi. Can he do any better? No, he can't. Tsunoda can't. Oh, Tsunoda goes through. Up to 14th. And Zhou Guanyu, the last one, he goes through as well. But the big story is that Yuki Tsunoda gets through. Daniel Ricciardo up in 2nd there. It could be a really, really exciting battle, actually, for pole position. We don't really seem to be in that game. But yes, Giovinazzi going out in Q1. The Italian, of course. Stroll, Schumacher, Bottas, and Nicholas Latifi. But Bottas, the big story there. But Tsunoda getting through. Very, very good for him now. Lewis Hamilton, only 76% setup confidence. So we've not got a good setup with Lewis. And that's a bit of a problem, to be honest. We do not want our main man in this race to be struggling.
Yeah, all good.
I love how they say that that's radio check mate. It's definitely radio check max, but it is what it is. Right, we'll try the slipstream again. This time, hopefully, a nice clean lap. We'll see what can happen, but there is already somebody out there. And the Alfa Romeo, I believe... Oh, they need to stay out of the way, and they do, luckily. There's an Alfa Romeo who may pose a problem. It really depends. If we come up to them after the Lesmos, then we might be alright, but I think we're going to catch them just before the Lesmos. Let's hop on board with Carlos. There they are. They're going through the Lesmos now. This might actually work out just about perfectly. Yep, it has done. Yep, Sainz is through safely. Hamilton might not be, though. No, he is very good, and he is purple through the first 2 sectors. Let's compare their times. Yeah, Hamilton gaining, you know, half a tenth or so. I think, actually, the slipstream working this time. So Hamilton's going to fly through Parabolica now. And is going to get all the way up to the line as Sainz goes quickest with a 1:20.7 and Hamilton does a 20.6, so a tenth quicker than what he did in session 1. But yeah, not necessarily where he wants to be, but should be comfortably through to Q3. But Verstappen only a 20.6 that time. I do think the slipstream of the big queue of cars is crucial. But we will get 2 fresh tyre runs in Quali 3 and keep a fresh set for the race as well, because we've done this on used tyres, of course. So, yeah, I don't think we're going to be in any trouble, per se. But very curious to see who goes through. Norris is going to be the first guy over the line. Here he comes. Lando Norris comes over the line and doesn't improve. What about Russell? Can he get higher? Yes, he can. He goes to 5th. Verstappen, wow, a 20.2 that time because he was so close to the back of Charles Leclerc. Got a massive slipstream. Albon doesn't make it. What about Ricciardo? Can he improve? No, he can't. Zhou Guan Yu isn't in the top 10. What about Tsunoda? Can he improve? No, just 14th for him. Vettel now. He's the man in danger. Can he put himself safe? He can. Ocon coming through now, and he goes second. So Red Bull looking very good. And Magnussen knocks Charles Leclerc out of Ferrari's home Grand Prix. Devastation for them. But Red Bull looking very dangerous. And in particular, Mr. Max Verstappen. But, well, at the very least, Carlos Sainz will be starting ahead of Leclerc and Tsunoda. But who knows what will happen in session 3. We are gonna... It doesn't matter where Carlos qualifies, so... I mean, to be fair, we can leave him on used tyres, can't we? There's no real need for Sainz to qualify well. So. I'm going to send them out at the same time. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Let's see if that works. Well, for Hamilton. This is going to be a pure slipstream job. Well, I do think Hamilton might be marginally too close to Carlos Sainz. Right. Yeah. Well, let's see where they are. Right, let's yeah, he's now pushing. And now Hamilton's going to push. So, here we go.
Just push.
Okay.
And this actually might be the perfect range. But I think Hamilton's somehow in front. Well, this is a disaster. We're gonna drag Carlos Sainz along. Oh goodness me! You can see the impact. Oh my word! I think Sainz actually needs to back off a little bit here.
Just look after this tyre set though. Look after it.
Okay.
Well, we know what to do now for the second run, at the very least. Oh, Sainz is now stuck.
So pick up the pace. Pick up the pace.
But yes, that is what we need to do for the slipstream effect. So anyway, Lewis Hamilton coming up to the line. Is it going to be decent? 20.8. That's not really going to cut it, is it? 28.0 sector 1 though, 0.3 quicker than Hamilton, so it is definitely worth it. Verstappen has gone quickest. So, yeah, we're 9th and 10th. Look at how close everybody is. Within 0.3. Right, so Hamilton is going to have his new set of soft tyres. Sainz is going to be on his old set. Because it doesn't really matter where he qualifies. Now, as soon as the first car leaves, we're then going to watch for our gap. Right. Yeah, people are going. I think Verstappen has gone first. Right. So, now Sainz. And now Hamilton. Damn it. Wrong way around. Right. Can we say to Hamilton, let your teammate through? Can we do that? Right. Will that... Yes. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's all we needed. And now... I think Hamilton's in the perfect place to do this. So here we go, let's run on board with Lewis Hamilton and see if we can pull this off. We might be a bit too close. But hopefully not. Might have to tell Sainz to not fight his teammate. So green in the first sector for Hamilton. I think we're too close. There's nothing we can do now. He's getting dragged a little bit, and we'll tell Sainz to get out of the way, basically. After this.
So we are low on battery at the moment.
Yep. So caution on the battery.
Copy.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to work, is it? Sainz got out of the way. Hamilton comes up to the line. I think it's going to be a bit of a disaster. And it was. Wow, we're 21-1. Oh, drat. That is a very poor qualifying session. And we only have ourselves to blame. That is gutting. Just messed it up, didn't we?
The time has come for these drivers to fight it out wheel to wheel. Race day has arrived.
We didn't see the best qualifying effort from Aston Martin, but Formula One races can certainly be unpredictable. So how will today play out for the team? It was a pleasure to watch Red Bull's excellent performance during qualifying. Their drivers will now be looking ahead to the race itself and hoping to capitalize. And the clouds today look very ominous, which means that teams may have to contend with rain at some point during the race.
Well, this is going to be one thrilling Italian Grand Prix, and we're nearly ready to kick things off.
Right then, I think we are ready and raring to go for this race. It is cloudy, but I do not think there's any chance of meatballs. No chance of meatballs in this race. Right, Lewis is going to be medium then softing, is he? Or is he going to go medium hard? Which one's going to be quicker? I think medium soft is probably going to be the way to go. Or is a two-stopper gonna be even better? Let's hypothesize it. An attacking two-stop. No, probably not. What about a soft hard? Might have slightly better tyres by the end of the race. Should we try that? Or hard soft? Nah, because then he will be in trouble. Let's go soft hard. Let's do that for Lewis. Then for Carlos, he could start on the hards, couldn't he? Swap them round, I think. Yeah, and be aggressive. I think that's the way to go for Carlos. A little bit of extra fuel in there. For Lewis, he will be starting with that extra fuel and seeing what he can do from 9th place on the grid. Of course, Carlos Sainz starting in 20th, so let's get into the action.
It's a bit of a cloudy day for the race, but the atmosphere, as ever, is electric. And here we've got Lewis Hamilton. They might not be in the top 3 spots, but things could change fast once the race gets underway. And further back, there's Sainz. Slower than most yesterday, so today they'll be starting from the bottom half of the grid. The race start is mere seconds away.
Okay, we are ready and raring to go.
Here we are at the oldest circuit in Europe for this, the Italian Grand Prix. And it's lights out.
Away we
go.
And, well, Lewis Hamilton off the grid. Well, he's got ahead of Sergio Perez already, or is trying to at least. He might even have a look round the outside into turn 1 of Sebastian Vettel. This would be an awesome start if he could pull it off. Perez instead goes down the inside, but Hamilton manages to fend him off. Hamilton up to 8th. Carlos Sainz, by the way, just looking after himself towards the back of the field. Lewis Hamilton getting an almighty slipstream on Sebastian Vettel here. Is he going to be able to have a little look down the inside of his old four? Yes, he does. So Lewis Hamilton already up to 7th place. Sainz is locked up. Is he all right? I think he is. That could have been a disaster.
Seems to have been a lockup.
Let's have a little look.
Closer look. Let's have another look. Sainz is the focus.
Sainz locked up, and wow, that could have been a lot worse. He could have went right into the back of Bottas. Didn't manage it though. And well, here we go. Hamilton passed Vettel now, having a little look at Kevin Magnussen.
This is awesome work, Lewis. Come on.
I thought he might have a look down the inside there. Didn't. But Hamilton already up to 7th place. Now going to have a look at Kevin Magnussen. Come on, mate. Come on, Lewis. Let's do this. Is he going to go down the inside? I don't think so. Sainz is through on Bottas. Good start for him. And now then, will Lewis try and get past K-Mag here?
Overtake is available. Overtake available.
Wrong one. Damn it.
Okay.
Well, here we go. Yep, goes down the inside. Perfectly done. From Lewis Hamilton. And he is through. Thought he was going to run wide there, didn't though. And good traction. So Hamilton up to 6th place. We've got Ricciardo up in 3rd at the moment, following the front two beautifully. Ocon leading the way in this Grand Prix, being followed closely by Verstappen and Ricciardo. Hamilton just dropped off the back of Russell a little bit there. Could do with catching up. Yeah, Ocon still leading the way, and Verstappen basically pushing him through as it stands. And they are on split strategies once again.
DRS has been made.
Carlos Sainz right behind. Yuki Tsunoda, of course, the Williams, pretty quick in a straight line. Let's see what can happen over the next couple of laps. Looking at tyre wear, Hamilton's going to be in a very good position with regards to that because he's using a new set of soft tyres. Carlos Sainz, meanwhile, still following these guys. Let's get him deploying again, see if he can force his way through. And now we have Max Verstappen having a little look at Ocon. They are side by side. Daniel Ricciardo could be the one that gets involved though, as Verstappen goes to the inside line and they're side by side going in Ascari. Ocon certainly not giving him an inch. That was brilliant. And well, Lewis Hamilton just dropping back slightly here. Going to deploy the ERS. Sainz still not past Tsunoda or Latifi. It's going to be tough because it is going to be a bit of a DRS train here. Now Hamilton needs to get past here. Oh, wow, he got very, very close to the back of Russell there. Now closing right in. This could be a great chance. He's looking at the outside line, which will turn into the inside. And he has a little gander down the inside. And I think he's going to be all right.
Yeah.
Very good sign still, by the way, in 19th position. And there are yellow flags. DRS enabled again here.
Like there's been a lock-up.
And it was Tsunoda that locked up, so Sainz is finally through.
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a race position.
And then
Back it out, back it out.
Okay.
let's keep going here. Along with the DRS, we got Ocon and Verstappen fighting it out at the front.
And just charge the pack.
So let's zoom it through.
Aston Martin with a great play there. They've moved up a place.
So stop and charge.
Okay.
Hamilton needs to be a little careful here. I think he's just about all right.
Position just gained by Williams.
Wow, Latifi overtook Sainz there.
Okay, recharge off when you're ready.
Copy.
Sainz struggling.
Prep ourselves for a push.
Okay.
Top two fighting it out as well. Oh! I don't know what just happened there. Hamilton glitched through Russell. We'll take it though. I thought that was the end there, but no, Hamilton managed to get through. I'd love to see Croft's commentary on that.
Let's have a look. So this was the Aston Martin.
Let's have a look from the TV screen. Yeah, because that's a legitimate way to overtake everybody. Oh, Ricciardo's run wide. Come on, Hamilton. You get through now. I'm going to deploy the ERS. Because we need to get past Ricciardo and then push on and try and get within the 1 second window to Gasly as quick as we can. Yep, Sainz, by the way, doing an okay job, but he is on the hard tyres, I suppose. The only guy out there on hards, and I think that's why he's having a hard time of things. But yeah, that was pretty nice from Lewis.
So we are low on battery at the moment.
So there we go, perfect. So Hamilton from 9th place on the grid, now up to 4th. And, well, Gasly having a little look at Ocon here. Down the inside for the Mercedes. Still going. Hamilton will look to pick up the scraps here. Red Bull very slightly quicker in that straight line there. And Sainz still 1.5 seconds behind Lance Stroll. Fastest lap for Lewis Hamilton. Briefly, and Kevin Magnussen has just taken that. Four-way battle for the lead here. Still going strong, and we got Gasly having a little look down the inside. That might leave him vulnerable to us. Yeah. Now DRS enabled. This could be a chance down the inside. He's having a look. Oh, side by side through Ascari. That's an awesome move if he pulls it off, and I think he has done. Hamilton up into 3rd. Yeah, he should be able to brake later than Gasly here. Oh, not quite. Gasly had the inside line. Ocon in trouble here because he doesn't have DRS, but wow, that was very close. That was very close to making a move, and here goes Carlos Sainz then, past Mick Schumacher. And now, is he going to have a
Fantastic work.
a go at Stroll? I think he probably is.
Looks like Aston Martin.
There are yellow flags up ahead. Don't know exactly what's happened.
I think there's been a lock-up.
Sonoda again at the back of the field. Bottas not having a good day, is he? Down in 19th position.
It's a good stint so far.
Sainz now pushing hard.
Aston Martin with a great play there. They've moved up a place.
Oh, well, Gasly went a little wide there, so now Hamilton's got a great chance on the main straight, but just pulling away slightly with a little bit more ERS deployment. Yeah, nice and slow into turn one. Oh, this is pretty bonkers, isn't it, this race so far? Sainz trying his best to pull away from Stroll, not really succeeding. Yeah, let's get Sainz deploying. Try and get him away from that battle. Hamilton's still P4.
Is that a lockup?
Right, let's get Hamilton harvesting now. Might be a bad idea. Multiple cars have crashed somewhere on track. Don't know if that's a safety. Yep, it is a safety car. Right. Now then, Hamilton 4 laps away from his pit window. Sainz, not really. I think Hamilton could potentially pit. Realistically not.
Safety car, safety car.
So I think we just take it as an opportunity to recharge everything,
Was that a
look
crash?
after the tyres,
Multiple cars, I think.
and it was
We can take a look
involving a Ferrari. I think that's Perez. So Perez, oh my god, that was a huge crash. Oh, double incident. Ferrari out, Albon out. Now everybody's going to close up again. And it's tough to know if people are going to come into the pits and use this opportunity. I doubt it. Not really any gaps to slot into. Ocon's in and Ricciardo's in. Well, soft tyre runners in. Hamilton going with a slightly different strategy. Intrigued what tyres they're going on to. Going on to some mediums, so maybe they're converting to a 2-stop, as those mediums are not going to last until the end of the race. That's pretty certain. So, I'll zoom it forward until the safety car period ends. Should probably be this lap.
So safety car will be in this lap. Safety car is in this lap.
Copy, copy.
And we'll push.
So Sainz up in 8th
Push.
as it stands. Let's just have a little look at tyre selections. Yep, they have all gone mediums. Ones that came into the pits. As I say, I don't think they're going to manage to take those tyres all the way to the end. So I think Hamilton will have made the right decision.
Okay, safety car is in pit entry.
Okay.
So here we go. Of course, Max Verstappen is going to try and leave this as long as he can. He goes now. But he's going to give an almighty slipstream to Pierre Gasly. And hopefully Lewis Hamilton as well, as Gasly might have a little look into turn 1. Let's have a little look as Max Verstappen leads the way. Gasly has a gentle look down the inside, doesn't quite go for it, but the run all the way up to turn 4 around the Curva Grande. Here we go. Look at this. But it's Hamilton, actually, that's very, very close to Gasly, and he might have a look down the inside. Doesn't manage it this time. Oh, where's Gasly gone? Gasly has spun. Gasly has spun. So Hamilton up to second now.
Sounds like we've had a
Needs to get within a second of Verstappen. So it was Gasly. Yeah, went a little wide. And that is going to really, really cost him. Now Hamilton needs to get back within 1 second of Max Verstappen. And Hamilton not a million miles away from pit stop territory here. Talking 3-4 laps.
Copy.
Somehow Sainz already out of ERS. A second ahead of Stroll, which is good. Now then. I think we now decide this is the time for Lewis to attack in this race. Or maybe not, because actually Hamilton won't have DRS yet.
Yep.
So let's just stick to the slipstream of Verstappen. Ooh, Hamilton having a little look.
DRS has been enabled.
Hamilton is having a look at Verstappen down the inside. Didn't manage it there. But now going towards the Curva Grande. Let's have a look at this, side by side. Hamilton and Verstappen. It's like 2021 all over again. And round the outside he goes. But still remains behind Max Verstappen. Oh no, Verstappen is going to have DRS here. Well, that wasn't part of the script. Right, let's not use any ARS to waste. Yeah.
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a race position.
So no need to charge the pack.
Around the final corner, I mean, Hamilton could well be passed by 2, 3, 4 drivers here, just because he got slightly ahead in the Lesmo. Let's see, just double check there's no rain coming. Nope, doesn't look that way. There goes Max Verstappen. Magnussen may also have a look. Hamilton staying in the game.
Red Bull gained a place.
This is his better chance, I think. Because this time he can use DRS to good effect. Or he should have. So Hamilton now will have DRS. He's coming into the pits this lap. He's going to put on the hard tyres.
So we'll box at the end of this lap.
It's been a good first stint from Lewis. He's definitely in the fight for the victory in this Grand Prix. Now, I don't know what tyre Verstappen is going to go on to eventually. Might go hard. What percentage are his tyres on? 64%, so he might not pit for a little while just yet. Carlos Sainz, meanwhile, now in the DRS range of Norris. It's not actually that far off the leaders. So, yeah, Hamilton still very much pushing. So let's watch him as he will enter the pit lane for his first pit stop of this Grand Prix. So Hamilton in. Here he goes. We've got Norris in as well, so Sainz up to 4th place now. Sainz has just set the fastest lap of the race.
Last lap was a purple lap.
And okay, Hamilton has lost a little bit of time to the two-stopping crew, but Hamilton does not need to pit anymore. So Hamilton can now push hard and get on with the rest of his race. Carlos Sainz, meanwhile, in nicely with the guys up top. And there goes Kevin Magnussen, by the way, in the lead of this race, and that's a legitimate move for this for the lead. Both of them on the same strategy. Hamilton now in a world of his own. He's got 15 seconds of clear road ahead of him to just pump in lap times and do Lewis Hamilton things on these hard tyres. So, you can see already Lewis 1.3 ahead of Norris. How's Sainz getting on? Sainz could well get past Perez here. Let's hop on board. Not happening just yet, but can he maybe do it into Parabolica? He could do. Let's have a little look at lap times. I'm curious to see what Hamilton produces Here we go then, DRS enabled. Surely Verstappen is going to be in trouble here. Oh, Sainz just had to back out of it slightly. So 124.6 from Sainz. What are we looking at from Lewis? Lewis is coming around now. So 124.6 from Sainz, or 124.1 from Hamilton. So Hamilton is the quickest man on track at the moment on those hard tyres, and he is going to surely come out in front, because I don't think the medium tyre crew can take those tyres to the end of the race. I don't. They are going to surely have to come back in. But they have got track position at the moment, which means if there is a safety car, then of course they're going to be in the stronger position. It doesn't look like Sainz is going to get much of an opportunity to overtake those guys at present. As I say, Hamilton in a really nice position at the moment that he can just pump in lap times. I might even just go standard with him. Look after those tyres a little bit. Let's see if his lap times change drastically. So 24.1 last lap. Let's see what he puts in this lap. Comes round. Yeah, same lap time. So look after those tyres, Lewis.
Aston Martin with a
and
great
see what
play
you can
there.
do.
They've moved up a place.
And by the way, Sainz got past Perez. It's now within pit window. Curb Grande. Here we go. Sainz again in with a chance of victory here. Just like his teammate. Hamilton 19.8 seconds off the lead. But as I say, he's just got such a gap in front of him. That's the big advantage here. Because he's kind of on no one else's strategy. Sainz has got... Oh, I was going to say he's got DRS and a big gap to go through here. Didn't manage anything though. Now let's have a little look at tyre life. Yeah, people going below 50% now. And surely they're going to be coming into the pits any minute now. Verstappen down the inside. Let's just check last lap time. Hamilton 24.1. There are people lapping at Hamilton's pace, but
Sounds like someone's locked up.
Yellow flag ahead. Yellow flags ahead.
so it was Hamilton that locked up there. Is Hamilton okay? That's a question. Let's just double check the gap behind. I think Hamilton's okay. It must have just been a small lock-up. I'll check his lap time. He was 19.5, yeah. So I think he's just lost half a second or so. It's not disastrous. Right, I think let's harvest that.
Recharge on.
Okay.
I think we want to try and prolong this stint with Carlos here. Amazingly, I think he's gonna... Oh, he's gonna make a move for the lead. Oh, crikey. Carlos Sainz. Oh, what an overtake that is. That is ridiculously good.
Recharge off when you're ready.
Oh, he's unlucky in the end. Wow, wow, wow. It was an awesome attempt. But all this battling has allowed all of the two-stoppers to catch up to this battle, which is quite funny. But yeah, next lap is apparently the one for Carlos Sainz. Tell you what, we've got Perez right on the tail of Carlos Sainz here. This could be a bit of an issue. I think Sainz needs to go aggressive now. As I say, we're going to try and prolong this stint just a little bit, a touch more, so that those medium tyres are slightly fresher at the end. Let's see if we can deploy the ERS and get him into the lead of this race. Because if we can attack from the front, then we might have a better chance. Yep, this is what we want. Yep, that was good. Now he's going to have DRS on Max Verstappen. Oh, this is going to work out perfectly, I think. Oh, no, there's... Wow, Magnussen takes advantage, and now is Sainz going to have a go at Max Verstappen? No, he doesn't. His former teammate gets away with one there.
That's a good overtake.
That was brilliant from Kevin Magnussen there. That was awesome. But now they pit.
So Verstappen in the pit lane now.
Right, Carlos Sainz now needs to push like crazy. Hamilton, by the way, is out ahead of Verstappen. Very good work. Let's keep an eye on those tyre percentages. I think it's probably worth Sainz coming in now.
Box and pit confirm. Box and pit confirm.
Just because I think Perez would pass, and then Perez
Back it out. Back it out.
would be a bit of an issue. So here we go then.
Pit lane.
Okay, copy.
Perez in the pit lane.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Perez slowed us down. And Perez is actually now ahead of us. That is a disaster. Well, that has gone completely wrong for Carlos Sainz. I'm gutted for him. He deserved a lot better than that, did Sainz. I suppose maybe we could have waited a couple of more laps so that wasn't a risk, but... yeah, Sainz now in trouble. Hamilton, meanwhile, still 11.6 behind Yuki Tsunoda, but slowly catching. I think we're at a time where we can zoom it through a little bit here. So Vettel leading this race ahead of Ricciardo and Ocon. Russell is in 4th, and then Zhou Guanyu in 5th. Tsunoda 6th. It looks like Ocon's maybe made a mistake. No, it was Stroll, actually. The top 4 are just so close. But Hamilton is slowly but surely catching them. We're now going to go aggressive with him and see if he can close in even more with those tyres. Sainz is on the back of that group. Oh, he's got past Perez again, which is good.
Looks like Aston Martin.
Let's have a look at how he did that.
Let's take a look at the replay. Let's have a look here. This was the Aston Martin.
And that was good. Very good.
Moving up a place there. Excellent work from them.
So, let's see. Let's see if Sainz can get up to Verstappen, really. That's where we're looking. Oh, he's been passed again by Perez. That's not good.
Oh, and Ferrari just gained a place.
Hamilton within 5 seconds of Tsunoda. Should easily catch him now. I think Tsunoda has lost the slipstream of Zhou Guanyu. We got 12 laps to go in this Grand Prix. It's actually Daniel Ricciardo leading the race. And they're all under 50% now on the tyres. Now, Hamilton still got decent tyres. It's going to be a very interesting end to this race. I don't know if they're going to come into the pits again. And if they do, they're going to have soft tyres, but not a lot of time to rectify what's happened. Hamilton within 9 seconds of the leader now. So here we go then. Sainz looking to make it past again, and I guess Perez on the soft tyres, that's why Sainz is maybe struggling in this battle, but those soft tyres aren't going to last for very long.
Simply lovely.
Hamilton, meanwhile, now within a second of Tsunoda. This should be like taking candy from a kid.
They've moved up a place.
Let's drop that down to balance.
Temp's just going to need some lift and coast.
Yep.
Having a look in the Curva Grande. Should be able to... Oh, I was going to say should be able to go down the inside here, but he didn't try it. Now, Daniel Ricciardo leading this Grand Prix. Of course, had a memorable victory at Monza. For McLaren is fighting with Ocon, Russell and Vettel for that victory today. Hamilton, by the way, is past Yuki Tsunoda in the Williams.
Really well executed.
So now, let's push again.
It's a good stint so far.
And, well, it looks like Sainz is in with a chance of getting past the McLaren here. And yep, gets through. And now chasing after Giovinazzi, Magnussen and Verstappen. Hamilton desperately trying to break that slipstream and catch up to the back of Zhou Guanyu. Let's see how easily he can do that. Sainz, by the way, still chasing Giovinazzi. And is through. There you go. There's not long left in this race now. And look at this, Hamilton right behind Zhou Guanyu.
Past, you're through.
And Sainz now past Verstappen. So Sainz... Oh, Ricciardo's in. Ricciardo is into the pit lane. This is what I thought might happen. They get to a certain point and then come into the pits. So, Ricciardo's in. Where is he going to come out? Soft tyres go on. Sainz has just set the fastest lap of the race.
Looked like a clean lap there as well, mate.
But Verstappen might be able to get back past him here. Not quite.
Sorry, guys.
And now Hamilton just right behind Zhou Guanyu. I don't know what's going to happen to the people ahead. 37% tyres for those top guys. I think
Looks like Aston Martin
Hamilton is going to get past Zhou Guanyu here. DRS enabled. Hamilton should be able to fly through. And does do that. He is now 5 seconds off the lead. And there are about 5 laps to go.
Come on.
Can Lewis Hamilton catch them? Is he fast enough? I really don't know. It's going to be so close. And you can see Sainz in the background as well, side by side with Max Verstappen, of all people. Now Hamilton, I think, can use his extra engine power. Some more. 4.5 seconds behind the top 3 drivers. Remember, Hamilton started 9th. Sainz started at the back of the grid. Safety car came at perhaps a wrong time for us to come into the pit lane at the very least. But we made the strategy call to keep Hamilton out there. Oh, Sainz! What's happened to Sainz? Sainz is out. He's crashed with Verstappen. Sainz and Verstappen have crashed. It was Max Verstappen. He locked up and he went straight into the back of Carlos Sainz. And I think that will be Carlos Sainz out of this Grand Prix. Is there going to be a safety car? Is Sainz okay? Sainz is still out there. But
Just picked up
realistically,
right end plate damage. We don't want it to fall off.
Realistically, I don't think Sainz is going to get anything. Let's pit. Let's put some soft tyres on. Let's also change the front wing. Well, I don't think we need to be honest. I think it'll be alright. But yes, Sainz is going to be without points in this race, and that was a big incident.
Everything you've got.
Copy.
So Sainz is in.
Billy.
Okay, copy that.
5 laps to go. Hamilton 4 seconds behind these leaders.
So Verstappen in the pit lane now.
But yes, I don't think Sainz is gonna manage to get anything from this race. The only thing we're hoping for, perhaps for him, is a late safety car and the race getting restarted, but I don't think so. Verstappen's still in the pits. I don't think Hamilton is going to quite do enough here. So it might just be 4th place for Hamilton at best. Perhaps we harvest. Oh, Zhou Guanyu's in the pits.
Charge that pack.
So Hamilton now on his own here.
And 4 laps remaining.
So I think we're going to have a lap of harvesting for Lewis. By the way, their tyres are going to dip below 30% here. Hamilton is still closing in. Let's maybe just go extra aggressive. as well go neutral now. 3.3 seconds. Gonna have to go neutral on the fuel.
Just gonna need some lift and coast.
Yeah. It's gonna be sort of Vettel's in the pits. Vettel is in the pit lane, so Hamilton's gonna move up to third here.
And
This
3
is
laps remaining.
bonkers. I can't believe they're pitting with 3 laps to go. Vettel was guaranteed a podium there, pretty much. And now Hamilton
Full concentration.
promoted to third. Oh no.
Looks like Aston
Need to
Martin
conserve the
just
fuel.
gained a race position.
Just for a
Increase
little
lift
bit.
and coast just a little.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna deploy the ERS here. Try and close in. I know we're 3 seconds behind with just over 2 laps to go, but still pushing hard. It's gonna be so tough. You can see there's not much.
Tires are getting hot.
Okay, copy.
So think about the lift off.
2.9 seconds the gap. Hamilton 2.8 seconds going into the final 2 laps. They're not going to pit now.
For info, we are fuel limited.
Okay. 2 more laps.
Hamilton flying through the first sector. He's doing a terrific job. Closing in on these guys. It's crazy. Carlos Sainz probably would have finished this race in 4th position had that incident not happened. But Hamilton still chasing after the front 2. It's going to be close, you know. It is going to be close. Going to deploy the ERS on the final lap. And we've got Gasly versus Ocon for the win. Sorry, Russell versus Ocon for the win. And then here we go around the final corner. Hamilton uses what he's got. Last lap of the race, we've got Ocon and Russell side by side.
So 1 more lap.
1 more lap to go. Hamilton will push as hard as he can as Russell takes the lead. Can Ocon get him back? Hamilton lurking in the background here, waiting to pick up on any scraps. He's used his ERS.
So we are low on battery at the moment.
Understood.
Is he going to get into the DRS range before the Lesmos? Not quite. I don't think... Oh, no, he is. Hamilton's going to be in DRS range here. This would be an amazing victory if he could pull it off. Sainz has just put the fastest lap of the race in. Hamilton's got DRS on these 2 now. And he's got much better tyres.
I'll let you know if the situation changes.
What is happening here? Can Hamilton make a last-ditch move for the lead of this Grand Prix? We've got Ocon. We've got Russell. We've got Hamilton just behind. Is he going to have a look into the final corner? I don't think he's going to have enough. Hamilton is going to finish 3rd, but it's going to be George Russell in the Mercedes that wins the Italian Grand Prix. Wow! Wow, wow, wow. What a race. Hamilton again stops on the line. Runs out of fuel.
Checkered flag now.
Is Sainz going to run out of fuel before
How much we're continuing to process here?
we get there? I don't know. Hamilton, I think, is going to take the lead in the driver's standings. I cannot remember. Is it 14 points that the gap between him and Sainz? Anyway, they come round the final corner. Is Sainz going to reach the finish line? I don't think he is. He pulls over to the side as he... Oh, he has crossed the line.
That's a checkered flag.
And now he pulls over to the side. He's run out of fuel as well. Very unlucky today, Carlos. He could have finished 4th in this Grand Prix. He could have potentially won it, to be honest. You know, he wouldn't have finished far behind the leaders, but Verstappen put pay to that. What a race that was. Wow. I mean, since the update, I don't know about you guys at home, playing your
Lewis Hamilton
saves.
did okay here
Wow,
today.
what races we have had since they did that. It's been brilliant.
A
It really
truly
has
well-earned podium
been
here,
brilliant.
and a dream come true for everyone involved. The highly decorated record breaker from Stevenage once again taking to the podium. It was a hard-fought contest for all 3 drivers, each one securing precious points for their team. Aston Martin had a good enough weekend, but there's still some margin for improvement here.
I agree, they have some ironing out to do, but they certainly have what it takes to get there.
After an intense weekend, the team ends in first place in the constructors' standings.
Meet us next at the Marina Bay Circuit for a breathtaking race through the streets of Singapore.
Well, you know, what a race. What a race. Lewis nearly winning that, you know, from 9th on the grid. We absolutely cocked up qualifying. We know that. And Hamilton very much had the pace this weekend to win all 25 points. But hey, it's probably made the championship as even as it can be going into the final few races. We've got fresh engines. We've got everything we need, really, to be able to take this car all the way to the end of the season. So George Russell wins the Italian Grand Prix. We were praising what a season he'd had. Ocon finishes in 2nd. He'll be disappointed he didn't win it in the end. Lewis Hamilton finishes 3rd. Lando Norris, a brilliant 4th for McLaren. What a performance from him. Kevin Magnussen finishes in 5th for Alpine. Then Giovinazzi in 6th. Perez 7th. Ricciardo finishes 8th in the end. Then Gasly in 9th and Vettel in P10. And then we've got Zhou Guanyu just outside the points. Schumacher... Zhou Guanyu, Tsunoda, Schumacher, Latifi. Then Valtteri Bottas. Very bad day at the office for him. Followed by Carlos Sainz in 16th. And then we had Stroll and Verstappen finishing off. And the 2 non-finishers, of course, Alex Albon and Charles Leclerc, meaning there is only 1 point between the 2 championship rivals, Lewis Hamilton and Carlos Sainz. Of course, Verstappen crashing into Carlos Sainz in this race. Both could have scored very heavy points, but Lewis Hamilton retakes the lead with his 13th podium of the season out of a possible 16. He's had 8 fastest laps and 7 pole positions to go along with that. He's having a great season, but 6 wins apiece, and it's going to be a very intense battle towards the final race in Abu Dhabi. I'm sure we'll go down to it once again. Constructors wise, a good day for us. 549 points we are on now. We are still 191 points ahead in the Constructors Championship. Not far off being able to guarantee a victory in that. Right then, let's have a look and see if there's any dev points. None for Hamilton. I'm assuming none for Sainz. And what about Piastri? None for Piastri. Boo hiss. Right, 4.5 million in the bank in terms of profit this weekend, and that's why I'm not really bothered about those pesky little promises or performance targets, whatever they're called. We have got Singapore next time out. That tends to be a good race for us, a difficult race for the team in general, that one. Financial changes they're looking at for the 2026 season. Let's have a little look at that before we finish off. They're looking at reducing the cost cap, and I am actually in favour of that, so that is absolutely fine. But anyway, we will be back next time with Singapore. There are 6 races to go this season. There's 1 point separating the 2 championship rivals, Lewis Hamilton and Carlos Sainz. Is it going to be a magical 8 for Lewis, a record-breaking 8, or is it going to be Carlos Sainz's time? Let's find out as we wrap up the 2025 season. It is going to be awesome. If you've enjoyed this episode, and please say you did, it was awesome, give it a big thumbs up down below, subscribe for plenty more F1 Manager videos, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.